Hello guys, Jason here. Sorry I haven't uploaded anything in a while. I've been really busy, but that's no excuse. What I'm gonna try to do is do 3 to 4 Showdown lives a week, and then maybe 1 or 2 days of replays that I post commentate. Well, it'd be probably be like 1 or 2 battles, but yeah. So this is a battle I got against a guy named let's see here, Kaka Potsku, and I'm over there. I'm using my, my standard team, and let's start it. So he leads off with Blastoise. I'll lead off with my Claydol, predicting him to lead off with his Azelf so I can get the Magic Code off on his taunt. But no, he predicts that and goes for the Scald. Leads with the Blastoise to spin away hazards, and he goes for the Scald. He burns my Suicune. Because of this, I know that baits him in to go into his Roserade since he doesn't have to waste a turn to go to Toxic. Now I go for the Psychic, thinking he'd want to go into Blastoise because I do carry Psychic and Psyshock, so I'm very upset right now. So he goes for the Sludge Bomb, and it's not doing too much. I'm hoping now I can wake up and just fire off another Psychic or a Blue Flare, but unfortunately he just takes me out. And looking at that damage, I think he specs because I don't see any item. And it's further backed up by the fact that I go into my main shout and I just U-turn out, and he's fearing me to be Scarfed, so he's probably not Scarfed. So I U-turn out as he goes into his Blastoise and into my Raikou. And now here I go for the Substitute. Now I wasn't sure at the time whether his Heracross was Scarfed, so what I did is just go for the safe Thunderbolt. Now here I'm predicting the HP Ice or the Aura Sphere, so I go into my Claydol because I know I can eat up any of those hits. And he does go for the Aura Sphere, and it does 16% to my max special defense, I think Sassy Claydol. So yeah, now I know it's going to bait him to go into his Blastoise, but he actually goes into his Roserade. Now here, I was thinking he's going to go for the Sleep Powder, so I go for the Sub, which is a bad move on my part because he has no reason not to go for the Sludge Bomb because he already showed me the Sleep Powder, and it brings him in a range where HP Ice cannot kill him. So he goes for the Sludge Bomb. It does almost 50% to my Raikou, which is very upsetting. But I had to pay for it. So now I go for the T-Bolt, thinking he'd go into his Blastoise, and I know it would take out his specially defensive Roserade anyway. Now he goes into his Darmanitan. Now, because his Roserade is removed, I don't have I can switch into my Suicune without any fear. And here, basically, I need my Suicune, so he knows I'm gonna switch. No, right here, the switch to Claydol was too obvious, so I go for the Scald, thinking he's not gonna go. He's gonna go for the HPS or something like that. Um, at this point in time, he goes into his Heracross, and I didn't realize at the time, but I didn't know he was lefties. I wasn't just paying attention because I just assumed they were choice. And it turns out I outspeed him, and my Scald doesn't do enough to break us up because the Scald I was doing was only doing like 22%. So I sleep talk, I get the rest. It kind of sucks, and I sleep talk the rest again, which is really upsetting because he hit sleep powder and I don't get rest or sleep Scald or Roar. So now I have to rest up again because I don't want him to get a Moxie boost, and I don't want this Heracross to be behind a sub, and I need my Suicune at good health for his Heracross and his Darmanitan and his Blastoise. So here I do get the Roar, which is great, and I roar him into his Blastoise, and now nothing on his team is going to appreciate his Scald. Um, Unless it's his Heracross and his Guts, but even that, it won't take it that well because he's Substitute. But anyway, here, I believe I wake up, yep, and I just go for the Scald, hoping to get the burn. I do not get the burn. He knows I'm going to wake up this turn, so he does go for the Toxic. Good move on his part. So, here, I'm going to keep on going for Scald, because basically I want to burn on this Blastoise, because Blastoise, if I get Blastoise and Azelf out of the way, and I weaken his Heracross a little bit more, Main Shadow can pretty much win the game. So now I go for the Scald, and I switched out to Azelf knowing that I will win this matchup. Now here I went into my Raikou, actually thinking he'd go for the Grass Knot, but in either case I went to Scout. And looking at the damage, I know that that's definitely spec, so I can go for the U-turn, take out the Azelf, because I know it does about like 65 to 70%. The U-turn does 65 to 70% standard Azelf. So here he goes into his Raikou, and now I'm going to make the very obvious switch into Claydol, but it's fine. Looking at damage, I know it's spec, so I am just going to go into my main shell, because I know I can eat it up. And now I'm free to go for the U-turn, I believe. No, I go for the high jump kick, sorry about that, because I'm able to 2-hit KO everything on his team. So I do take out his Blastoise, which is awesome. Now here goes into his Heracross, and I know he's a bulky Heracross, so I have switched to my Suicune as he predicts that and goes for the Substitute. Good move on his part. Now what I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go for the Scald here because basically I don't want him to be behind the sub because I know my main shout and my Verzan can outspeed and I can do some hefty damage to him. Now here I was thinking he has to miss because he hasn't missed a single Mega Horn and or Sleep Powder, so whatever. And he does miss, so it was just one of those gut feelings. So I live on 4% after Toxic. Now I'm gonna rest up as I know he's gonna go for the Substitute because he knows that I'm gonna go for the rest. So basically, I feeling as long as he doesn't crit me, I can win this matchup as long as I get like good moves like I sleep talk, but I sleep talk the rest again, which is very upsetting. But it's fine. Um, I get the roar on the second sleep talk, and basically I'm gonna keep my. I thought he would go for the HPS because well, you know what, the first time, but it's whatever. So here I know he's gonna switch out because Rizia can take Specs, Rash, Thunderbolts for days. I go for the Sword Stance. Here I wanted to go for the Stone Edge and just knock him out, but basically I'm lazy. So I went for the CC and I didn't want to miss. And now basically the reason why I did that is because now he's in a range, obviously, where if I hit all my high jump kicks, I will win the game. So I go for the HJK, I take out his Heracross, easy. He goes into his Darmanitan, take it out, easy. Now it comes down to whether I can beat this Raikou or not. And it turns out I do hit it. HPS would have been able to take me out, so yeah, that was a good game. He said it was hacks, and I got very upset on that. Um, but yeah, that was a really good battle, and I'll get another one in a second, I think. Okay, so basically I paused to see if I had any more good replays, and all the other ones are really old, so I don't really feel like showing because then I have to rewatch them and everything. But yeah, that's it. Let's see here. This week I have finals, and next week I start work. But expect on, actually it's fine. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, on one of those 3 days, or 2 of those 3 days, I try to get a Pokemon UU Showdown live. And then probably like on Saturday and Sunday, I'll probably do a post-narrated one. So you guys can look forward to that. People also requested that I put animation back on, so I will put animations back on. I'm also going to do a team building video. That one I'm going to tie in with the third UU Showdown Live, and then after that I'm going to try to do maybe a couple of RU battles or NU, no, not NU, just RU.